Going to do this short price video today where I'll look at RMRK and Kusama. I'm not going to look at Dot or Moonriver or any of the other ones because they're pretty much all following the same kind of movement right now due to the market, due to Bitcoin. And so with RMRK, I do find good opportunities now for accumulation. Personally, I mean, we've tried to push up, as you can see here, on multiple attempts above $5. We had this one here to 560, 570 actually. In fact, and then we had another pop here to 515, and then one more pop here to just over 5 before we pull back down now. So we're just accumulating around this area, and I do expect another pop once this accumulation is in, probably to around 5 or just below 5, I guess, because as you can see, each one of these pops were a bit lower than the last. So we had this one here, then we had this one which was lower, and then we had this one which was lower than this one, and so each one is going to be lower. So I'm assuming, because we are trading a little bit below this area here where we were before, although you could argue that it's quite similar to this area here which we had on the 20th and 21st of May, so just a week ago, and so we could potentially see it sometime next week. It could be Monday, it could be Tuesday, we could see another pop close to around $5 here. So if you are scalping with some RMRK, if you have your whole long-term bag but you also have some scalping bag, then it could be a good opportunity. Again, not financial advice, it's up to you. Always do your own research and your own analysis, but just from my personal point of view, I would personally sell some, maybe around 480. I would have some order, maybe around 470 as well, just to accumulate more, because if we do get one more pop, it's likely gonna go back down to around 420, 430, and if it doesn't, that's okay, because if you already bought around this area here, you're already making some profit, and so that's a good opportunity there for a quick scalp, or flip I should say, because you are really flipping. You're not really using too many technical analysis indicators other than support and resistance, and you can see we've accumulated around this area of support here, which is holding quite well, because if it wouldn't be, then we would be dumping even more, right? It doesn't matter if the sellers are gone, the bots can still sell, right? And so yeah, this is how it is here, and it looks quite okay-ish from that point of view, right? That we are accumulating. We're kind of out of the downtrend right now, and hopefully if this accumulation area maintains, we should hopefully see the market turn around for RMRK eventually. I think when the land sale is going to be launched, that's when we're going to see a bit of a comeback here. It's likely going to even get to like $6 or more. And the issue that we have here though is if we go all the way back here at the beginning, and I was talking about this in a previous video, is that we do have resistance here, and this is why we're struggling to break this area now. As you can see here, we've got resistance here, all around 450 here, just under 450, and so this is hard to break, but we did break it because we did go to 550, so, and even 560. So as you can see, we did actually break it. We actually reached this area here, which has a bit of a resistance. It's not hard to break this one, but we do need to break this one first again, and I think with the land sales, we're going to break this area once again. We're likely going to reach the 580 once again, but the question is, will we be able to break it? I don't know, right? We're going to see when the moment comes. I do believe we're going to break this one though for sure with the land sales, just because people will be getting those lands in advance, right? Because if you want to play in Skybridge, if you want to play around in a metaverse, then you're going to need land, right? And this is how it works. And if you don't already have a bird with the land, or if you had sold your bird with the land for whatever reason, right, because the prices were doing well at the time, and you bought a bird again but you don't own the land, then you're likely going to get some land with RMRK, because it is cheaper than buying the land with the bird. And I don't even think you can even use that land with the bird anymore, because I believe that you had to have burned it. I know that there was some limitation with regards to the time, and so yeah, I do think that when the land sale begins, to use some fundamental analysis, we're gonna break this area of resistance, and we're gonna move on to around 580, perhaps even higher, perhaps even reach the $7 range. Should the market be okay? Should the Bitcoin be holding okay? Because at the end of the day, we do have a dependency on that. Looking at Kusama, things are not looking great, and this is why I personally sold my Kusama, which I got from the Crowdloan, from the very first batch of Crowdloans from back in June. I sold it for RMRK just because I see more opportunity in terms of growth with RMRK than I do with Kusama, unfortunately, right? So I did actually get a rare bird, and aside from that, I also bought some RMRK. And will I be selling my other Kusama unlocks, which I'm going to get from batch 2s and batch 3? No, I'm actually going to stake that Kusama, because I do want to hold some Kusama long term as well, and I believe that the stake and reward is okay. It's a nice passive income of 20% APY. That's how it is for Kusama, which is not too bad, right? Until some great crowd loans are going to show up. When we're going to see some great crowd loans, then I'm likely going to contribute, but I'm still not 100% sure, just because we could be seeing delays. I mean, with the market conditions right now, we are seeing delays with regards to being paid from these crowd loans. Like when we used to wait like 3 to 4 months before, now it seems like we're waiting 6 months, maybe even longer, before we're seeing the tokens. Like look at the Pika token from Picasso. We're still not seeing that until a fully working product is being built. So why are we having to sacrifice our opportunity cost in order to wait for them to develop a fully working product before token transfers are enabled? It doesn't make sense to me, and it seems like we are being trapped against our will, unfortunately, and this is how it is. I think it's going to be the same with BitCountry Pioneer, unfortunately, because they also want to build a fully working product. Basilisk is doing the same, and so we're seeing this across the board. Zeitgeist is doing the same. So all of these from batch 3 seem to be delaying it on purpose, because they want to have a fully working product. They don't want people to sell in the market. So we do feel trapped, right? The opportunity cost is gone, unfortunately. It is a shame. I am annoyed with that personally, because I would have liked to have that freedom and to be able to do whatever I want with my tokens. If I want to sell my unlocked tokens, I should have the right to do that, right? Because this is why I've contributed to these crowd loans. But it is a shame, right? So yeah, just letting you know here that it is, I'm not sure how you feel, if you're okay with that, if you want to have a fully working product before the tokens are available. But yeah, anyway. So looking at the prices here, just to get back to that. So we do have some resistance around this area here. As you can see, $70 we've accumulated around this area here for quite some time, and this is going to be acting as resistance when we're going to push back up, but it shouldn't be too hard to break, and when we do, then it's going to be all right. We're going to see $80 to $85 once again. We could even get to 100. We do have some resistance around 100 here, but then of course we need to break that. So we've got multiple resistance areas here for Kusama. It's not going to be easy for us to go into bull mode with Kusama, but as long as we don't go much lower, I'm okay. Like even anything above 50, I'm okay-ish with that. It's not pretty, right? Sure, we hope we could see 100 plus once again, but it's not the end of the world, considering that Moon River's gone to like $20. So it is what it is with the current market conditions. Should Bitcoin not drop below 28K by a lot, then we should be in a good position, because we are accumulating around these ranges, and then the next time we make a move, hopefully will be to the upside. So that's it. I just wanted to quickly talk about this. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the situation with the crowd loans? What do you think? Are you going to be staking it, or are you going to be contributing to these crowd loans? I know the Bajun crowd loan was pretty good, so I did contribute some Kusama to that, and it's still running at the moment, by the way. But aside from that, we do have gear coming up, so I'm going to keep some Kusama for that. But like I said, for my other big unlock that I'm going to get from the third batch, I'm personally going to stake that. Just until the market recovers, right? When I see a market comeback, then maybe it's worth contributing to crowd loans again. But for now, I'm not putting in like large capital into crowd loans anymore. Just some Kusama here and there to show support if they show some potential. That's been it from today's video. Enjoy your Saturday, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.